Michael Gambon, the actor who played Dumbledore in the last, what I guess, 6 Harry Potter films, very sadly passed away. I think it was 82, early 80s. Very long life, very long acting career as well, and a big outpouring of love and support for him after this. But one of the things that really made me think about, with the death of Robbie Coltrane recently, and obviously Alan Rickman, who played Snape a couple years ago, passed away as well, just how difficult it's going to be to replace these characters in the upcoming Harry Potter reboot that they're doing. A lot of us were a little bit surprised when we heard that Warner Brothers made this big announcement with J.K. Rowling that they're rebooting Harry Potter, but this time they're going to do it as a 10-year project with a focus being on an actual HBO series. Now, whether that does go on HBO or is just something on Max, but is an episodic format, I don't know if they have any of those details worked out yet. For a lot of people like me, who are massive fans of the Harry Potter books, this is something that's kind of been a dream that I would love. That's kind of my ideal way that I think we should have seen Harry Potter, because so much was cut out of the movies. But at the same time, the Harry Potter movies are so unique because you have 8 movies going over a decade where most of the cast is there. Most of the cast from these original characters stay there the entire 10 years, entire decade plus, and for the most part is liked by almost everybody. People who didn't read the books like the movies. People who did read the books, although they have problems, they wish they could have done this or that, they still have a great place in their heart for these movies. To recast these characters that we saw pretty recently on screen in Deathly Hallows Part 2, this is such a huge, monumental task, and it's going to be very difficult because no matter who they cast as Hagrid, how are you going to be able to get Robbie Coltrane out of your head? Whoever they cast as Snape, how are you going to get Alan Rickman out of your head?
Turn to page 394.
And the more things when this happens, it just really reminds me, obviously very sad day, to lose another person in the acting community, someone who's respected in that role, and to see the outpouring of love and support from all the people that worked with him on all those movies and everything he's done in the past. But really, it just is, it holds a very special place in a lot of people's hearts, and it's something that we saw not that long ago. So for them to try to do this full reboot, not that far removed from when these movies came out, I understand why they're wanting to do it. And I personally still have a glimmer of hope, despite the overwhelming possibility that this could go full on identity politics, that they could change a bunch of things. I do think this is the best way to tell those stories. I love the idea of getting 8 to 10 episodes per book. That would be an incredible way to experience it, because there's so much stuff that gets left out, so much context that gets left out, so much character development and characters in general that get left out of the movies. But at the same time, it's going to be tough for a lot of people in their minds to have anybody replace the character that they've already seen on screen. And, the unfortunate passing of the Dumbledore actor just reminds me of that even more.